alternative version to the dress that you'll typically see Hatsune Miku wearing. There is no teal, there's no black and white, there's also no diagram radish in here. But what she's thrown together is part handcrafted, part dollar store, part last minute, part 3 months into completion of this. A lot of the dress, a lot of the silks are hand-dyed, shipped over from Asia that you'll actually find out. So in addition to waiting about maybe 3 or 4 months for the shipment over, this costume took about 2 weeks in advance. Notice the hand printing on the cherry blossoms, notice the stockings, pay close attention to the medals and the hat. In addition to the wig, another week in dyeing and practice. Following right behind her, experienced cosplayer, my friend, Katie O'Melia, as Euphemia Liv Britannia, from Lelouch v. Britannia, Code Geass! Stylish and simple pink and white, you see how striking the contrast can be. She's a graphic designer, a part-time theater instructor, as well as dabbled into everything that I love, musical theater, and part-time participant in area Renaissance fairs. She decided to play peaceful and righteous Princess Euphemia, who right before her tragic ending, close to the end of the first season of Code Geass, one of the amazing anime when it launched off in Adult Swim maybe 3 years ago, she was an inspiring leader, trying to pull a war-torn nation together, so that the haves and the have-nots could coexist together. You'll see a full-boned bodice, hand-sewn over 72 hours. This was customized by her friend Bertie Williams, and after living 5 years and 5 hours away, she didn't have to herself to use a model. She had to use last-minute strangers, but I think it looks fantastic. She's followed right behind by Mizuki, coming on as Kagamini Lin, from the anime Sutsuke Gotsuka. I apologize for mispronunciations. Cosplay for her has made her made international friends over here in America, from the East Coast, the Midwest, the West Coast, as well as all the way over in the rising east of Japan and China. Cosplay has pulled her together through social media, on magazines, on websites as well. Take it over because that pattern that you see at the bottom was drafted from scratch. The top part is made from silk. Polycotton blend is draped around her arms. That rose and the pink flowers that you see at the bottom of the white are stenciled and hand stenciled with actual acrylic paint. You're looking at over a week to make this costume. Thank you, Mizuki. How fantastic is that? One last pose. What do you think of that one? Unbelievable. She is followed by my man himself, Mr. Charles Matsuri, as Princess Peach from Mario. Charles is an accomplished cross-dressing cross-player with over 19 years experience, who in his heart and outside, always a princess, and I don't think you'll mind anything. That 4-foot base on the hoop skirt, believe it or not, is based on an original Renaissance design. So what you're seeing is an old Western world brought into an Eastern character, brought back to us here in good old New York, New York. Pay attention to the tiara, the parasol. Gotta tell you, Princess, you look fantastic. One of Charles' first stories that his first ever cosplay at the Comic-Con when he came on as Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman and was asked to leave. He broke into their hotels and stole all their diamonds, proving that he has 9 lives going for him. And give it up for Charles Matsuri. Sakura Box is coming on as both Dion and Leah Devilmont from the anime Le Chevalier d'Eon. It is French Revolution with zombies. There is nothing wrong with that. She wanted to come as one character, then she wanted to come as 2, so she decided, I'm going to be both at the same time. An incredible mix of male and female, brother and sister coming together on the blade, which is custom, as it's spelled out in puffy paint, Sic Nomen Dom Benedictum, which I can only presume is Latin for zombie gonna die. That costume costs over $200 as a half a hoop skirt design. Was premiered 4 years ago at the New York Anime Festival, and that just looks fantastic. Thank you, Shaquana. Told you, you never know where they're gonna take it. Coming up, give it up for Sarah Sienna, coming on as Amy Rose from Sonic the Hedgehog. She is joined by Luna Robotnik, a 98-pound New Yorker, as Sonic the Werehog from Sonic Adventures. Pay very close attention to that hammer because that is a decorated dog food container with painted pie tins. The entire thing weighs maybe half a pound, and boy, can she swing that and the skirt. This costume was a solid week of about 5 hours a night working on the boots, working on the skirts, and was premiered at Comic-Con earlier this year. This was a mother-daughter collaboration, and she could not bring it together without the help of her mother. Somebody has broken Starbucks. We don't see Tails, I don't see Knuckles. It's my man originally, the blue speedster himself, Sonic the Werehog. Sonic the Hedgehog goes Clark in this version of the game. Now what you're looking at is about $1,000 worth of puff, worth of fluff. Originally debuted in 2010 at the Comic-Con. You're looking at fun foam, or around for the shoes, or on the ends of her fingernails, as well as those vicious fangs. You're looking at black chevron and white foam around for the eyes that you can just barely see out of. Over 120 hours went into the completion of this costume. This is her first attempt at doing a full-body fur suit, and I think you'll agree, it looks pretty fantastic. Now that headpiece weighs about 10 pounds. It's not only part motorcycle helmet, but also part duct tape, part foam, part glue, part safety pin. Here's hoping she does not pass out from heat stroke. And lovely too. They are followed by cosplay veteran Elizabeth Fong. I'd like to bring her on as Leah Tebamon from the anime Le Chevalier d'Eon. French Revolution and Zombies. What is wrong with that sentence? Now, the original dress that you'll see is recycled from an old hoop skirt from a previous costume that won her Best in Show a few years ago. The chemise is a very special fabric that you'll notice in the bows, the blue and the white lace. It's an 18th century style corset, along with pockets that have been built into the hoops. Because the princess didn't eat her snacks. You'll notice that the quilted petticoat beneath, well actually she's hiding the quilted petticoat. Most of this costume is even beneath what you see. You're talking about an 82 pieces of original boning, 24 hand-stitched eyelets along the skirt alone. This is 10 yards of silk, draped polonaise style. Thank you, Elizabeth. You've seen her perform with Japanese pop star Renny Memora. You've seen her as the maid's popping around. She is Erika Kote, and she's coming on as Ronka Lee from Macross Frontier, one of my favorite giant robot anime series. Ronka's a shy, quiet, but strong-willed and determined pop star wannabe who follows in the footsteps of a mighty intergalactic pop star named Cheryl. Her story, she is able to pull fans and friends together despite the conflict and the cosmic battle going on around her with giant robots. Robots are awesome. I'm gonna throw that out there. This costume was premiered at Anime Next and Comic-Con for the last year. Usually Lolita, you have to admit, she does the skirt justice. Fantastic. How you're holding up in those shoes is anyone's mystery. She's followed right behind. Please give it up for Bob. Gabriel Falcon brings us the mysterious, whip-wielding, dagger-darting warrior from the Legend of Zelda game Ocarina of Time. You're looking at about 8 times the fall. This is a design she's had in her mind for the past 3 years. You'll notice denim is on the arm. That is hand-stitched because for the 3 years that Gabriel has been doing cosplay, she has never worked with a sewing machine. That is all handmade. This is her Smash Brothers Brawl version of the outfit. The whip and the Matsuri. She's got a couple of daggers hidden as well, but of course, not live steel. You'll notice spandex around the leg. You'll notice all of the hand-stitch and about a solid mutt going into the wig and the sword itself. And she's officially been disarmed. We're playing Brawl. Is there a Pikachu just launched that? Fantastic. Give it up for my man Sheik. Huddle. She's followed behind by Megan Orchison. Thank you, Hud. She comes on as Taiwan from Axis Powers Italia. This is all handmade, hand-stitched. She comes on as Taiwan. Now, Taiwan is an anthropomorphic character who symbolizes and represents the entire nation of Taiwan during when this anime series takes place in the 1940s. She styles with the fans. She's fantastic, wielding those like Katana from Mortal Kombat. Still don't know how you do that. That's fantastic. You gotta love it. It's like a cherry blossom in a skirt. She is followed behind by Hannah Terry as the Alatreon armor from Monster Hunter. This, believe it or not, is the cosplay veteran's first attempt using armor. This is our first time. This incredible symmetrical. Comes on with styrene, wonderflex, vinyl fabric, craft foam over for the wings, and on the mighty headpiece. There's also stenciled acrylic paint on the boots, on the skirt, and she's also got a fabulous piece of meat right there. Not sure how, I'm standing right here. Using her fashion skills, she hopes to one day work as a fashion stylist and a costume designer. And after seeing what she can bring from a computer screen, I don't think she'll have any problem assuming that, do you? Unbelievable. Now, if you are a fan of Square Enix JRPGs, have I got a fan for you. Please welcome the cast of Final Fantasy 13. Tiffany Shang as Oriba Diavenir, an MIT student and hobbyist of Square Enix enthusiast, playing strong character. She's followed behind by Gene Jarvis as Notch Casual and my favorites. Sally Penn comes in as Alan Neal and Annie Chang comes over as Sarah Fallon from Final Fantasy 13. Best movie I ever played. All five very broad histories coming over from Japan, especially from the RPG video games. These four designed to come on as a four-man powerhouse, as actually the only party I used in that game. You'll notice that sword is foam core wood, 10+ hours, over 5 coats of paint, originally decked out in Adobe Illustrator. All made by one person. Team, strike the pose. They are yours. Unbelievable. They are followed by an old school anime. Revolutionary Girl Utena has been brought to you. Girl Scout Utena by my friend Dokudel. Dokudel has been cosplaying for almost the past 12 years and has achieved master level after winning various masquerades and competitions. She's a strong, sword-swinging female. Why? Because it is a love story between two girls. Really? Yeah. That's what makes it a fantastic show. This is her first attempt at doing a poofy dress and the most I've ever seen her wear on stage. This was her first time wielding a hoopy skirt, and she just tossed out like Tuxedo Mask. In a 2-week process getting the wig together, gluing the headpiece together. This has been her dream cosplay, and she's finally, after 12 years, achieved it for all of you. Now, I don't know if I've got any Autobots or Decepticons in the audience, but I told you, I had a finale you wouldn't believe. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Booklyn, Bumblebee, Peter Hawkins. Giant robots were awesome! Over 375 hours! That costume weighs 5 pounds less than the man under it, at 145 pounds! www.brooklynbumblebee.com, because you will not believe your eyes. This is a man in disguise. Notice, he has decided to take, you won't believe this, everything, including the kitchen sink to make this costume. He is wielded with phone chargers, ink slicers, phone headsets, sponge holders, toothbrush holders, plumbing supplies, and everything else above, below, and behind the kitchen sink or the back rows of Home Depot. This is an original costume. He has made Optimus Prime, he has made the Terminator, he has made the T-1000, and he brings Bumblebee to the stage here. Brooklyn represented. Alright guys, here we go. I'm not satisfied, and I know you guys aren't satisfied until we get the curtain call, until we get all of our cosplayers back up here for one final round. You have it in you? Fantastic!